In this session, we are going to start with question number 4 of exercise 3.3 of lesson number 3, understanding quadrilaterals. Now we start with question 4 of exercise 3.3. Draw a rough figure of a quadrilateral that is not a parallelogram but exactly two opposite angles of equal measure. So you are going to draw here a rough figure of quadrilateral ABCD that is not a parallelogram but has exactly two opposite angles, angle B and angle D, which are of equal measure. It is not a parallelogram. If you observe, angle A and angle C are not equal, so it cannot be considered as a parallelogram. In fact, it is an example of kite. Question number 5. The measures of two adjacent angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio 3:2. Find the measure of each of the angles of the parallelogram. Now here there are two adjacent angles which are in the ratio 3:2. Suppose I take them as angle A and angle B. If they are in ratio 3:2, then I can take angle A as 3x and angle B as 2x. As they both are adjacent, I can write them as supplementary. So my total will be 180. So instead of angle A, I can write 3x. Instead of angle B, I can write 2x. So it will give me 5x is equal to 180. So my x is going to be 36 degree. Now this adjacent angle A and B, the opposite angles to them, that will be angle C and D, angle A and angle C, angle B and angle D, both pairs will be the pairs of opposite angles. So I can take them as equal. So my angle A will be equal to angle C. If I take it as 3x, my value of x is 36, then it is going to be 3 into 36, that will give me 108. Similarly, my angle B and angle D both are again opposite angles, so I can take them as equal, so which is equal to 2x. If I put the value of x, I will get 72 degree. Question number 6. Two adjacent angles of a parallelogram have equal measure. Find the measure of each of the angles of the parallelogram. Now here there are two adjacent angles given to us. Now suppose if I take the parallelogram ABCD and two angles are adjacent, I take that angles as angle A and angle B. So addition of both the angles will be 180 degree as they are supplementary. Now these two angles are of equal measure. These two adjacent angles are of equal measure. So I can write, instead of angle B, I can write angle A as both are equal. So I'll get 2 times angle A is equal to 180. So my angle A is going to be 90 degree. Now if angle A is 90 degree, I can put that value here and I am going to get angle B also 90 degree as both are equal, right? And now angle A and angle B are adjacent, but the opposite angles to them, that are angle C and angle D. As opposite angles are equal, I can write as angle A is equal to angle C, which will be also 90 degree, as these two angles are opposite angles. Similarly, angle B and angle D are also opposite angles, so I can write it also 90 degree. Question number 7. The adjacent figure HOPE is a parallelogram. Find the angle measures x, y and z. State the properties you use to find them. Now, here one parallelogram is given to you named HOPE. You have to find the value of x, y and z. Now we start with y. Now as you can see, angle y and 40 degree both are making alternate interior angles. They are both interior angles. So I can write y is equal to 40 degree. Similarly, angle P, this angle P and angle O both are also alternate interior angles. So I can write angle P is equal to 70 degree. Now my angle P and angle H both are opposite angles. So I can write both equal to 70 degree. Now my this Z, I want to find Z, and my Z, if I want to find Z plus, if I subtract from angle H minus 40 degree, then I will get Z. So my Z will be 70 minus 40 degree, which will give me 30 degree. Now I have to find X. Now this angle X and angle H, that is angle E and angle H, both are forming adjacent pairs. So I can write angle H plus X is equal to 180 degree as they are supplementary. And if I put the value of angle H 70 degree, then I'll get X is equal to 180 minus 70, which will give me 110 degree. Question number 8. The following figures GUNS and RUNS are parallelograms. Find x and y, lengths are given in centimeter. Now in this question we have two parallelograms and you have to find the value of x and y. So we start with the first figure named GUNS. So parallelogram GUNS, according to the properties of parallelogram, if you observe, the opposite sides are going to be equal. So that means SG will be equal to NU and SN will be equal to GU. So I can write 3x is equal to 18. So my x I will get 6. Similarly, I can write 3y minus 1 is equal to 26. If I shift minus 1 on the other side, it is going to become plus 1. So I'll get 27. So my y is going to be 9. Now we come to the second figure. In my second parallelogram named RUNS, again you have to find the value of x and y. Here you can see two diagonals. Now as the diagonals bisect each other, I can write y plus 7, that is y plus 7 is equal to 20 and x plus y is equal to 16. So if I take this first equation, y plus 7 is equal to 20, then y is going to be 13. And if I put the value of y here, so it is going to be x plus 13 is equal to 16. So my x will be 3. Question number 9. In the above figure, both RISK and CLUE are parallelograms. Find the value of x. Now in this figure you can see two parallelogram. First name RISK and the other parallelogram is CLUE, and you have to find the value of x. Now in the parallelogram RISK, if I observe angle RKS and ISK, that is this 120 angle and this angle, both are adjacent to each other. So I can write as 120 plus angle ISK is equal to 180, which will give me angle ISK is equal to 60 degree. So this angle is going to be 60 degree. Similarly, now my now my next parallelogram is CLUE. Here if you observe, my angle ULC and my angle CEU, that is this angle 70 and this angle, both are opposite angles. So according to the property of parallelogram, they are equal. So I can write this as 70 degree. Now if I observe, this will make a triangle in which two angles I am knowing and I have to find the value of x. So according to the angle sum property, I can write x plus 60 plus 70 is equal to 180, which will give me x plus 130 is equal to 180. So my value of x will be 50 degree. Question number 10. Explain how this figure is a trapezium, which of its two sides are parallel. Now when a transversal line intersect a line in such a way that the sum of the adjacent angles on the same side of the transversal is 180 degree, then the lines are parallel to each other. Here you can see that angle M and angle L, that is 100 plus 80 degree, will give you 180. So I can say that line MN, or I can write M also, LK, or I can write KL also. These two lines in the figure, as you can see, they are NM and KL. They are parallel to each other. So I can say that as there is only one pair of parallel line, it is forming a trapezium, and MN and LK are the parallel lines. Question number 11. Find major angle C in the given figure if AB is parallel to DC. Now in this given parallelogram, our AB is parallel to DC and we have to find the major angle C. Now as major angle C and B are the angles on the same side of the transversal, I can write major angle C plus major angle B is equal to 180 degree. Now major angle B already I know, that is 120 degree. So my major angle C will be equal to 180 minus 120 degree, which will give me 60 degree. Question number 12. Find the measure of angle P and angle S if SP is parallel to RQ in the given figure, and if you find R, is there more than one method to find angle P? Now, here the figure is given of parallelogram PQRS. First thing you have to find is angle P and angle S, and the given thing is that SP is parallel to RQ. Now, if you observe angle P and Q, they are lying on the same side of the transversal. So I can write angle P plus angle Q is equal to 180 degree. Now my angle Q is 130. So my angle P will be 50 degree. Similarly, angle R and angle S, they are also angles on the same side of the transversal. So I can write angle R plus angle S is equal to 180 degree. Now angle R, if you observe, it's a 90 degree. So I can write 90 degree plus S is equal to 180, which will give me angle S is equal to 90 degree. Now our second part of the question is that if you find R, is there more than one method to find angle P? So I can say yes, because I can find angle P, already I have found it, but again if I want to find angle P by other method, then I can use the angle sum property of quadrilateral. As it is a quadrilateral, the sum of all the angles will be 360 degree. So I can write angle P plus angle Q plus angle R plus angle S is equal to 360 degree. If I put the values of angle Q, R and S, then I am going to get angle P plus 310 is equal to 360 degree. So angle P will be 50 degree. So like this I have found again the same value of angle P by another method. Here we come to the end of exercise 3.3. Everyone complete the exercise from the PDF given in your Maths Interleaf notebook.